The King of the Ring was a WWF pay-per-view event that ran from 1993 to 2002. This was a tournament match type pay-per-view that started off with theming based on royalty and ended with, well, Attitude Era stuff. Join me as we take a look at that and everything in between. This is Arena Showcase King of the Ring. June 13th, 1993 would mark the pay-per-view debut of the King of the Ring, with 6,500 fans in attendance, coming to us from Dayton, Ohio. The logo is quite majestic, featuring purple, gold, red, and silver, with the WWF logo and a crown completing the package. This was the era of simple stages. Well, in retrospect, but in '93 it was pretty cool to see a video screen behind wrestlers as they made their way to the ring. We also see a large WWF logo displayed just right of the screen, while wrestlers enter the arena just left of the screen. Even further left of the screen, or right if facing the ring, we have a small stage set up with the King's throne and crown ready for the winner of the tournament. The aisle from the entrance area leads down to the corner of the ring at a slight angle. The graphics package features a big, bold gold font over a very 90s looking stone patterned backdrop for introductions, with the event logo to the left. Over in the ring, we get the classic WWF rope combination of red, white, and blue, with WWF logo branded turnbuckle pads and blue turnbuckle posts. Around the ring, we see blue steel steps, smaller blue ringside padding, and black ring skirts, featuring both the event logo and the WWF logo. June 19, 1994 was the date. Baltimore, Maryland was the host. 12,000 fans would witness the second King of the Ring event. The logo is untouched here, carrying over from what we saw from the previous event. The stage area received some innovative upgrades for 1994, including a heavily themed entryway complete with 2 functioning doors that are manually opened for each entrance, along with royal theming and the event logo atop the structure. We see the screen return here directly at the start of the aisle, with the stage area containing the throne now situated between the entry area and the video screen. Introductions feature slightly modified name presentations with purple font over the top of a gold backdrop and the event logo to the left. Over at the ring area, we see the same presentation both inside and out. On June 25, 1995, the WWF would attract 16,590 fans to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania for the third King of the Ring. Once again, the event logo doesn't receive any updates here. The stage area features the same elements as 1994, with slightly modified placement, as the throne is now diagonally behind the entry area off to the right. Names are displayed over a royal purple and gold ribbon in white font, with the event logo once again appearing to the left. Announcers get the same treatment, with the logo this time displaying in the middle. The ring area doesn't see any changes for 1995. On June 23, 1996, the King of the Ring would hit Milwaukee, Wisconsin with 8,762 fans in attendance. We see a new crown featured for the logo with jewels surrounding the outer rim. The entrance area this year doesn't feature a video screen for the first time in the event's history. The stage area at which the King of the Ring is crowned now sits almost directly at the center of the aisle, with the entry area to the left of it, featuring the same double door setup as before. The backdrop for wrestler names feature quite the colorful display, with names appearing in bold white lettering. As we've seen since the inaugural event, the event logo is displayed to the left of the names. This just brings back too many feelings of nostalgia right here. Over at the ring area, we see a boatload of changes here. No, I'm just kidding. It's the same old stuff. Providence, Rhode Island would host the 1997 King of the Ring on June 8th with 9,312 fans in attendance. We see the 1996 logo return here, side by side the sponsor's logo, Super Soaker. You would think that as the years progressed, the stages would get more elaborate. That is not the case here. The double door entry area that we've seen throughout the last few years with the two doormen has returned here, but that's the only feature of the entire stage area, which I should mention is even darker than previous events have been. We see quite the interesting graphical presentation for introductions, with white font over the top of an illustrated depiction of knights on horses, but at first glance it just kind of looks like a mess. For the first time since the event's introduction in 1993, we receive a new design in the ring area. Though the ring skirts remain the same, we see the Attitude Era color combination of red ropes with black turnbuckle pads, posts, and ringside padding. The WWF would return to Pennsylvania, this time Pittsburgh, for the 1998 King of the Ring on June 28th, with just over 17,000 in attendance. We see an all-new, edgier event logo as was common during the Attitude Era. The stage area we see here was commonly used for pay-per-view events in 1998, featuring a circular steel lighting structure with a small ramp proceeding down from a black curtain, and the event logo displayed at the top. It's really interesting to see how when the company still featured these smaller stages, they were able to utilize the seating behind these areas, whereas in later years, these areas were curtained off. Name introductions feature a simple presentation with white font over a semi-transparent backdrop trimmed in silver with the new event logo to the left. The ring area sees the updates that we got in 1997 with additional updates such as the new WWF scratch logo on the turnbuckle pads, as well as the left and right ring skirts, with the words World Wrestling Federation appearing on the front and back skirts. Nearly 20,000 wrestling fans attended the King of the Ring in Greensboro, North Carolina on June 27, 1999. The logo features a slightly larger font than seen previously, with the initials KOR behind the words King of the Ring. 1999 would mark the first year with a taller stage comprised of two steel lighting structure walls angled inward towards each other slightly, with the WWF logo appearing on each side and the event logo atop. Above that, way above that, we see a Titantron sitting high above the entire stage, with a large collection of ladders leading wrestlers all the way down the aisle towards the ring. Introductions appear with white font over a black and blue backdrop, with the event logo to the left. Inside the ring, we see the same treatment as last year, but outside we see a new ring skirt with the event logo on all four sides, as well as thicker floor padding. It's also important to note that up until this point, all of the barriers around ringside were steel gates, but this would be the first year that we see the thick black padded barriers. June 25, 2000 would see the King of the Ring hit Boston, Massachusetts, with 17,651 fans in attendance. This year the logo features heavy emphasis on the event initials, appearing behind a set of crossed swords. The set features a giant, slightly modified version of the event logo as the centerpiece, with steel lighting structures appearing around the stage floor and the WWF logo at the curtain. Above the entire set, we see a Titantron setup similar to last year's. Graphics for displaying wrestler names feature a unique white font with an interesting background, and for the first time the event logo does not make an appearance. Ringside, we see the same skirts return on the front and back of the ring, with the KOR initials on the sides. In the ring, everything returns from last year other than the red ropes, which are now black. King of the Ring 2001 would land in East Rutherford, it was somewhere in New Jersey on June 24th with 17,777 fans in attendance. The King of the Ring lettering is incorporated back into the logo, appearing over the top of the KOR initials. Now, first things first, I have to say this may be the holy grail of wrestling set designs. Can you imagine walking into the arena not expecting this and seeing this monstrosity in front of you? Here we see a giant electric chair as the focal point of the stage with the KOR initials down the back. To the left and right we see thick frame Titantrons above white panels with the KOR logo. In the middle we get a rather large Minitron with lights scattered around and a large starry sky curtain behind the set. Intro graphics feature smaller white font trimmed with black with a metallic backdrop and an electric chair to the left. Now that's attitude, pal. Over at the ring we see the same black on black in-ring pieces with a gray ring skirt containing the event logo on the front and back and WWF.com on the sides. The very last King of the Ring pay-per-view would come to us from Columbus, Ohio on June 23, 2002, with just over 14,000 fans attending. Now we're not going to see a whole lot of change for this year, starting with the logo which pretty much remains the same as the last few years, with the exception of the new WWE logo replacing the WWF logo. The stage is a slightly modified version of the previous years, and I can't blame them for reusing it. Here we see the addition of these curtain-like fixtures, I'm not sure what they are really. And also new is an additional Minitron on the seat of the chair. Introductions are very industrial, almost steampunk, with white font over the top of a steel pipe. Ringside we see black skirts return with the event logo on the front and back with WWE.com on the sides, and in the ring everything's the same. King of the Ring sure had its ups and downs as far as set designs and ring designs, but with the masterpiece they gave us at the end there, I really couldn't help but to make a video showcasing the event throughout the years. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and drop me a like, and if you'd like to see more, let me know in the comments section below. As always, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you next time.